Hi friends, and welcome to my new video. So I really enjoyed decluttering my DVDs. It was really therapeutic and I got rid of like between 80 and 90 DVDs, which is pretty good for me. So I thought I would try the same thing with my books, which are in a bookcase over here. I'll show you what it looks like. So here are the kind of my books. And here there's obviously like some in behind there as well. But yeah, so this is what we've got to tackle. I have a feeling I'm going to be judged very harshly for my book collection. But yeah, let's just dive straight in and see what happens. So we're going to start off easy. My Harry Potter books are staying. They're dusty. Poop poop. This is a poetry book by a YouTuber called Gabby Hannah. And I really like this. It has a lot of relatable stuff in it. It's kind of like a parody, comedy, depressing type book. I haven't finished it yet. Maybe like a few poems from the end, but I like it so much that I just don't want to finish it. And this is going nowhere. Hidden Magic of Walt Disney World. I don't even know if I've read this all the way through, but I really want to, so I'm going to keep it. This is another book I really wanted to read. It's Michael Parkinson's autobiography, but I just haven't got around to reading it yet. Am I going to read it? Okay, I'm just going to get rid of it because it's been there for a long time and I haven't touched it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. This is a new book I got recently, so this is going nowhere. It's Plastic Sucks by Dougie Pointer, who is a member of my favourite band of all time, McFly. You might hear that quite a lot because I've got some of their books over there. I haven't read this yet, but I really want to because I want to do all that I can to help the environment, and it's signed. Signed by Dougie. I'm keeping it. This is another one I wanted to read. I'm not going to say it, but there's the title. It's by a Scottish comedian. Again, it's been there for a while and I haven't touched it, but I think I'm going to keep it because Scottish comedian, Scottish, and I do want to read it at some point, so I think I'm going to keep it. This is an actor that I really love, Heath Ledger, who obviously passed away quite young. I'm ashamed to say I haven't read this. I think I'm going to give it up because I just don't see myself reading it because like I said, I've had it for so long. So it's kind of not top of the priority list, so I'm going to get rid of it. This is a book from a contestant that was on the UK reality show Big Brother, and he's probably one of my favourite contestants of all time. I know how sad that sounds. I used to love Big Brother. I do remember reading it and really enjoying it. He actually has Tourette's, which is very interesting to read about, and he's had a really tough life. I think I'm going to keep this because I really do love Pete. I've read Russell Brand's first book, but I haven't got around to reading the second book. Am I going to read it? I do like Russell Brand, but I don't think I'm as interested anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. I mean, we all know this is going nowhere, right? Like, I actually really want it. I could reread this right now, by the way. Like, love them. Love this book. I just love my boys. This is definitely one I will reread at some point. I think I've reread it twice. The majority of the books I haven't reread, but this is one that I have and will continue to. Carrie Hope Fletcher is one of my favourite people in the world. I found her first on YouTube. She is an amazing actress, a writer. She does a bit of everything really, singer. And I have actually travelled to see her in shows. I've travelled to London to see her in shows, and I waited 2 hours in the rain to meet her after her show in Glasgow. You can see I'm a bit of a fan. Here's a picture of me and her. Love her, and she's just so nice. It's her kind of talking about stuff that happened to her and her life and stuff like that, kind of before the 20s, and it kind of all I know now, it's her kind of reflecting back on things that happened and kind of trying to help a future generation. Keeping this. Don't judge me. I mean, there's another worse one to come. I love Miley Cyrus. I'm a 90s kid, which means Disney Channel in the 2000s was kind of where it was at for me. Hannah Montana was like my favourite show, and I love Miley. I should get rid of it, but I'm not gonna. This one can go. Don't ask any questions. It's going. So I got this book a while ago. I was kind of on the lookout for like a book that would really scare me. I have this obsession with finding a book that really scares me. Haven't found one yet. I'm not that interested in keeping it. I'm not going to read it again, so it can go. And if you have some really scary book recommendations, please leave them down below. I'm always looking for a book that will scare me. Green Mile is one of my favorite movies, but I just can't hack Stephen King's writing. I know he's a genius. I love the stories that he makes, but I just can't hack his writing, so I'm just gonna get rid of this because it's never gonna happen. So I have these 3 kind of York Notes books from like stuff that I was studying when I was in school. We've got Hamlet, we've got Midsummer Night's Dream, and we weren't studying this, but we've got The Catcher in the Rye here as well because it's one of my favourite books. You know, I don't even know if I should keep them or not. I feel so begrudged getting rid of them. Is it sad that I kind of want to keep them? I'm going to keep them. Okay, this book's a bit manky. Ooh. So we have a very dusty J.K. Rowling's Casual Vacancy. I think I read a couple of chapters in this and I was just bored out of my mind. So this is going. Nicholas Sparks, the last song. I really enjoyed the movie. Do you want to I honestly can't even remember if I read this. Am I going to read it? Nope, it can go. I think I've read all of this, but like it's staying. So I got this a long time ago when I was kind of like looking at possibly wanting to move to the US, but I don't need this anymore. I love going on holiday there. Like there's so many places I want to travel in America, but I don't think I want to live there anymore. Tom Fletcher, a name that is also going to come up. He's actually Carrie Hope Fletcher's brother and also a member of the band. Next slide. I haven't read this. It's kind of for kids, like not like little kids, but like it's for kids. It's about Christmas dinosaur. But I wanted to have it. I wanted to have his book, and I'm not getting rid of it, even though I probably won't ever read it myself. But I'm gonna keep it. So this is one I got a while ago, and I'd heard good things, but I just haven't read it yet. I think I'm gonna keep it. I think it's like a little bit of a horror, like Scandinavia's answer to Stephen King. Does he write like Stephen King? Because if he does, I'm not gonna like it. But I think I'm gonna keep it. It's one that I might get to. Giovanna Fletcher, another name that's familiar because this is Tom Fletcher's wife. Can you tell everything for the Fletchers? I really enjoyed this book. It's called You're the One That I Want, and I really enjoyed it. But do I need to keep it? I'm just going to get rid of it. But it was a good book, and I definitely recommend it if you're kind of looking for like kind of rom-commy thing. It's pretty good. Fault in Our Stars, really good book, really good movie, but I'm not going to read it again, so I think I'm just going to get rid of it. It's not going to happen, folks. I tried. I got a bit there. I got that much. That's till the end, but I just can't do it, guys. I just can't do it. So I'm going to get rid of it. This is another one I kind of bought because I was hoping it would scare me. It didn't really like the way it's written either, and the way it looks, and on the inside as well. I have a big thing about how a book looks and kind of reads and stuff, and yeah, I didn't really like it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I mean, look how beautiful and beat up this book is. Catcher in the Rye, love it. One that I've read many a time. Even though it's falling apart, it's going nowhere because I love this book. Here we have 3 of Carrie Hope Fletcher's books. When the Curtain Falls, All That She Can See, On the Other Side. I've read these 2 and really enjoyed them. They were good, and they're very pretty books. On the Other Side was Carrie's first novel, because obviously the first book I showed you was her first book, All I Know Now, but this was her first novel. I think I'm going to keep On the Other Side, but I think I'm going to get rid of All That She Can See. I haven't read When the Curtain Falls yet. I read like a bit of it, and like I wasn't into it. I don't think I'm going to read it. I'm kind of grown out of this kind of style of book. and this kind of genre of book as well. So I think I'm going to get rid of it because it's just, it's beautiful. The inside is just beautiful, but I think I'm going to get rid of it because I just don't think I'm going to read it. I'm so sorry for what you're about to see. At one time in life, I was obsessed with The Simple Life. It was a reality TV show with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. So this is where this spawned from. But it's time to say goodbye. This is Russell Brand's first book that I have read, but it can go. So I remember reading this book and liking it, but like I couldn't tell you what happens in it. But like I'm not gonna read it again, so it's gonna go. Again, another book I remember reading and it was fine, but like I'm never gonna read it again. So if you watched my last vlog, you will have heard me talking about Eve of Man, which is by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. You know who they are by now. I love this book. It is very, very good. It's very Children of Men, but kind of like a modern take on it. They kind of alternate paragraphs, so there's like two main characters, a boy and a girl, and Tom narrates the male and writes for the male, and Giovanna writes for the girl, and it is really, really interesting. I literally just bought the second one, which just came out like a couple of days ago, so I'm looking forward to, well, this I'm keeping obviously, and I'm looking forward to reading the second installment. So on my quest for scary / disturbing books, I came across this. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to giving it a go. I'm pretty sure I had a version of it years ago and tried to start it but couldn't get into it, so I'm excited to give it a second chance and see what happened. This was actually a present. I'm going to keep this one for now, but stay tuned to see what I think of it and if it stays after I read it. We have another member of the McFly family. It's Harry Judd. I haven't read this yet, but I'm really interested to read it. So I do have 3 out of the 4 member or McFly's books. Danny hasn't actually written a book. I'm just waiting for that day and then I'll have the full set. But yeah, Get Fit, Get Happy with Harry Judd is staying. So here we have the Twilight books. Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. And I'm not ashamed to say that they're staying. Judge me all you wish. But I love these books. Are they written by Shakespeare? No. Are they written by the most competent of writers? No. But I love them. And they're staying. And you know, if you got a problem with it, leave a comment, man. Leave a comment if you got a problem with it. So I also have this, which is Twilight for the 10th anniversary. But also it has this, which is Twilight reimagined, as the characters are switched basically. So the Bella character is called Beau, who is a guy, and the Edward character is Edith, which is a girl. And it was quite interesting actually. I think I'm going to keep it. Oh, I'm such a Twilight fangirl. What can go though are these two. So we have the Short Second Life of Brie Tanner, which was good but don't need to keep it. We have The Host, which was fine, but again, not something I need to keep. The Hunger Games. I don't know why I only have The Hunger Games and Mockingjay. Good books, great movies, but I don't feel the need to keep them. Identical. I remember this being something I really wanted to read and I haven't got around to it yet. And it's written very strangely, if you can see, kind of. Like it's intriguing me and something about it's not making me want to fling it out, so I'm gonna keep it and we'll see if I ever get around to it. One of my favourite TV shows, fantastic. I haven't read this yet, but I really want to give it a go at some point, so I think I'm going to keep it. I have no idea when I'm going to get around to it, but I'm going to keep it because I really do want to give it a shot. So are you ready to see the most expensive book I've ever bought? Oh, it's this one. This was $50, I think it was, and it's still in its wrapper because I can't bear to like take it out. Yeah, I really want to like open up and look at it, but at the same time I want it to stay pretty. I mean, this is staying, like I'm just waffling now, but look at it, it's so pretty. Tell me down below in the comments if I should open it or not. I need help. Next we've got this one, which is kind of like a behind the scenes book on The Greatest Showman, like this. I love The Greatest Showman, and I haven't had a chance to like properly sit down and read this yet, so I'll be keeping it. These are all the kind of big books we've got here. So I have this, which is obviously Harry Potter based. It's kind of similar to The Greatest Showman book. It's full of kind of information on the movie and the art, and it's got really fun interactive stuff in it. Like on this page we've got a little letter, and it's actually kind of a Hogwarts admissions letter. So we have this. There's also a Marauders map here that you can actually take out here, and it kind of unfolds. I'm a big geek. It's pretty obvious that this is staying if it wasn't already. I actually have another big Harry Potter book. Oh. This one's much thicker and much heavier. It doesn't have props and stuff, but it definitely goes much more in depth to the movie making process. It's pretty intensive. Again, I've glanced at them, but I've not had a time to really sit down and go through it. I'm a big Harry Potter geek. I'm a big film fan, so this is also staying. Everything's a mess. Next we have this, which is basically just the Star Wars screenplay or script. It's got images. It's basically like full script beside images of the movie. I think if I was to get rid of one of these, it would have to be this one. It's like the smallest one, but I think this one's gonna have to go, guys. And the last of my very big books is this one, Celebration of the World of Disney. It comes out of this little slidey thing, and inside we have a print of Brave, like a film strip print. So that's quite fun. This is a very like intensive book. It's got lots of information in it. It's got lots of beautiful, beautiful pictures. So you know it's not going anywhere. You know that. Here's the index, so you know what we're kind of dealing with here. But yeah, again, I've not had a chance to read it, but there will come a day when all these books get read back to front, I promise. So I was a little bit obsessed with Robert Pattinson, and I'm going to keep this. You know what? I'm not going to tell you if I'm keeping this or not. We'll let you decide whether I did or not in the comments. Another one of my favourite movies is Kick-Ass. I love Kick-Ass. It's such a great movie, and I'm definitely keeping these. And I have another kind of movie making book about Kick-Ass. Look at little Chloe. Aww. So I'm keeping all this Kick-Ass stuff. I have a lot of programs for when I went to see McFly. I think this is the oldest one I have. It's the Wonderland tour back in 2005. And I mean, it gets worse. Here we have two McFly annuals. Does anyone remember these annuals? These aren't so big anymore, but yeah. And I 100% can't bear to get rid of them, so. I mean, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. So I have these, which are the Dinosaur That Pooped series. I don't have all of them, but I have some of them. And they're written by Tom and Dougie from McFly, so I'm keeping them. I mean, I'm not gonna read them, but you never know. You never know who might come along that wants to read them. That wasn't me trying to hide that I'm pregnant, by the way. No, no, no. There's some other little bits and bobs here, but nothing really worth showing. It's just McFly related memorabilia, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. And that's us done. Keep pile is here. Giveaway pile is here. I think I did not bad, to be honest. Now I'm just gonna have to try and Jenga it all in to my bookcase. But thank you guys for watching along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this sort of video, just leave a wee comment down below or a wee like on the video. That would be really nice. If you like me, subscribe. I don't usually do this at the end of videos, but I just thought I would try it for once, see what happens. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!